Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We're in black and white today, so you know what that means. We're doing a little palette bingo. In this video specifically, I'm doing a palette bingo with the 3 Hela palettes. These are all palettes in collaboration between Odin's Eye and Angelica. I'll of course have her link down below for you. As soon as I found out that she was doing 2 more palettes, I was like, oh, I will eventually be doing a palette bingo with all 3 then. And it was so fun. Obviously you can't see it yet, but I'm so happy with how this turned out. This is like one of my favorite palette bingos thus far. This was a really, really good one. The original Hela palette is no longer available, but the 2 new ones, the Trick or Treat and the Little Ghost from the Halloween collection, have launched recently, so go snag those while you can. I don't know how long they'll be available for, but they are ultimately limited edition. And before we hop into the palette bingo, let me just give you my accessory details. These earrings are from Undoubtedly Matte on Etsy. I know it's black and white, but they're black anyway, so it's fine. Let's just hop in, do some palette bingo fun, and just play with some colors. Hello, how's it going? I don't think I've ever looked better with this little headband. So we're gonna do a little palette bingo with the 3 Hela palettes. The original one that launched like February of 2021, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2022. I have no concept of time. But this is the original Hela. And then the 2 newest ones that literally just launched, we have the Trick or Treat palette right here. Gorgeous. And the Little Ghost palette. Super cute, and I think these will all play really well together, so I really wanted to do a Hela bingo. So I'm gonna pull up a random number generator on my phone. We're gonna do 2 shades from each palette, making it 6 shades total, and we're gonna create a look with whatever the palette bingo gods bestow upon me. Let's see, random number generator. 16 shades in each palette, so I have it 1 to 16 right now. So for the original Hela, we got shades 12 and 14. All right, so we got Goddess and River, a matte and a shimmer, already starting off strong. It's been a hot minute since I played with my original Hela palette, so I'm actually really excited to give it some love today. I think we're off to a good start. Moving on now to the Trick or Treat palette. I have it again, so we got number 13 and number 10. We're just staying on the lower halves of these palettes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So 13 is my favorite shade in this palette. Crypt Keeper, it's just enchanting. And then 13 is Witch's Brew. So we got 2 of the stunning greens. I don't know what this look is gonna be. So far we're very almost Christmassy with the pink and green. But let's just see what the Little Ghost gives us. So let's pull it up one more time. We got shades 12 and 4. All right, so we are using Licorice and this blue shade, Haunted. That definitely took it away from Christmas vibes, so that's nice. Happy about that. This is a interesting little color story. 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. I don't really know what we're gonna do just yet, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. I'm going to brainstorm a little bit, gather my brushes, and then we will get into the actual look. Okay, I think I've decided what I wanna do. I kinda wanna do something a little different. Like I wanted to think outside the box. Like basically I came up with an idea and I was like, scratch that, something totally different. Like I wanna go with something kind of out of the box a little bit. So let's just see. Maybe it won't be out of the box at all. Maybe it'll be the first thing you thought of, but I wanted to try to just step outside I don't really have a comfort zone, but you know, step outside of it a little bit. So I'm gonna prime first with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I'm really excited. I think this is gonna turn out good. At least we can hope. What are you up to today, by the way? I would love to know. What's new with you? I'm just getting ready for work. I actually don't know when this video is going up. It could be going up in a couple days after I film this, or it could be a couple weeks. There's like a lot of launches happening within the next week as I'm filming this, so I'm like, if those arrive soon, obviously those will go up first, but otherwise maybe this will go up first. Who knows? So, I don't know where I wanna start. Maybe with Licorice. I'm gonna grab Licorice from the Little Ghost palette. Just gonna take some of that. I'm gonna use this Lethal Cosmetics brush, the 205. It's like a big fat angled brush. And I'm just gonna kind of stamp this in the outer part of my eye. I'm gonna take this on that lower lash line a little bit as well. This is such a good shade. Just that rich purple, so pretty. I'm gonna smudge this on that lower lash as well. Did you guys pick up either of these new palettes? Do you have the original Hela? I know that one got discontinued recently, but did you pick up the newest palettes? I would love to know. And which of these 3 is your favorite? That's tough. It's so hard to pick. Like even the two new ones, I keep wavering between the Little Ghost and Trick or Treat. Like I could kind of go with either one as my answer. So I don't even know what my favorite is between all three. I'm already really liking this. And with my like new, like dark brown coppery-ish hair, this color, I really like it with it. So moving on, I want to use the pink shade Goddess from the original Hela palette to blend the edges of that. So I'm going to use this brush here, the Sigma E40. I'm just going to grab the tiniest bit, like I barely have any on my brush. I'm going to top it off, and using like the very end of my brush with very little pressure, I'm just going to very lightly start blurring the edge of that purple with the pink. And I'm going to leave the front blank because I'm going to use that for the blue. I was going to do like blue on the top, pink on the bottom, but then I was going to go a different direction, and that's where I landed for this. I feel like there's a lot of different directions I could have gone with this color combo, honestly. And that's what makes it fun. So I always like to hear what your interpretations of these color stories are as well. Like, what would you have done with these colors? I've even had like plenty of you, after I do a palette bingo, you'll like go through your collection and like grab the exact same shades I use, but use them in a different way. Or you'll just do your own bingo. I just love it. It's so fun. So I'm just kind of very lightly dragging this along the edge of that purple. And then I'm even going to go through with my purple brush, no additional product, just to like kind of blur and intensify, and just kind of go back and forth until I'm happy with how these kind of merge together. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with where we're at so far. So now I'm going to grab Haunted from the Little Ghost palette, and that's just going to be kind of tucked in the front part of my crease. I'm going to use a Sigma E38 for this, just going to grab a little bit of it. Actually, I don't think I've used this shade yet, so that's exciting. I'm just going to kind of swirl this all up in the front part of my crease, letting it blend into those other shades in the outer area. I feel like the last few times I've done a palette bingo, I've gotten very contrasting mattes to where like I have to really make sure I keep everything super separate. This specific color palette I can really like blend together. I mean, this is just like by pride on my eyes. Love that for me. It's about to change heavily when I add the other colors, but for now, this is super cute. Ooh, I really like that actually. I think this placement is cool. So I'm just gonna fluff this in the inner area, blend it towards the rest, you know the drill, and then we'll move on to the shimmers. Cute, I already love this so much. Okay, so moving on to the shimmers, I'm gonna use my Bella Beauty Bar shimmer stay. I'm just gonna plop this on the lids, and I'm just gonna use my finger to pat it out. I'm not really doing anything cut creasy per se today. I just wanted a nice blendy, shimmery lid. And now my initial thought with this color story that I got was to have all the greens like on the lid itself, like playing with the light and the dark. But then I was like, I feel like that's too obvious. I want to do something different. So that's how I came to this conclusion. So I want to put River all over the lid. I feel like it's needed. I haven't played with this shade in a while. Ooh, that's so pretty. And then I'm gonna add the green accents on the lower lash line and the inner corner. Kind of change it up a little bit. I feel like it was too easy to like make River my inner corner highlight. So that's kind of how I came here. And I just feel like this shade complements the pink, blue, and purple just so well. It's such a good shade. I'm just kind of building this up, blending it all over the lid, letting it fade into all the colors. I'll grab my brushes that I used with my previous colors. Like this is my blue brush, just making sure that all blends. I'll grab my little dark purple brush. I'm not grabbing any additional product either, by the way. And my little pinky brush. Just making sure it all flows. All right, so now we're gonna dive into the Trick or Treat palette finally. I'm gonna use Crypt Keeper a little bit on the lower lash line, and then the Witch's Brew is gonna be my pop in the inner corner. Now, this is a great look where it's at. Like, in all reality, this would be a great stopping point, but Palette Bingo gods want me to use the greens, so we're gonna use the greens. I'm just gonna use this little Game Beauty pencil brush, and I'm just gonna smudge this right up against the front part of my lower lash line and let it kind of fade into the rest of my like matte shades over here. It's definitely gonna add some weirdness, but I think between this and the inner corner green, I think it's all gonna flow. Like this by itself might not have been my favorite, but I think that inner corner is gonna add something fun. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of Little Ghost on my purple brush from before and just really smudge in this outer corner and blend toward that green, just so that it's nice and dark and smoky down here. I'm actually really not minding that. I think that's kind of a fun little addition. And I'm just gonna dig my little pinky into Witch's Brew. This is such a good shade. Ooh. See, that just added a really cool pop and really brought that lower lash line to life. I just love when there's that shade that ties it all together. This is so cool. I honestly feel like this ended up being a very Halloween-y look with like the green and purple. Even that pop of blue I feel like is very ghostly. I think this is super fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my look now. I'm gonna throw on my lashes, an eye pencil, probably a bright green, honestly, to complement that inner corner more. Something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. And here is how the final look turned out. I really like how this turned out. I think it's very like magical, like a bubbling cauldron. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I love the purples with that pop of green. I'm really happy I used those greens in this way. I just think that green inner corner is so striking. I just love this. I think the palette bingo gods are on our side today. And again, I would just love to hear like what maybe you would have done with these shades. Would you have done the same thing I did? Would you have gone with something totally different? I would love to know. The eye pencil I used is, I think this is called Avocado from Odin's Eye. It's number 5. I'll have it linked down below. There's no name listed on it, but I'm pretty sure this is Avocado. These lashes are the Vivid Lashes from Bright Lashes. And then on my lips, my lip combo is a little bit of the Strong Lip Pencil from Rare Beauty with the Sigma Lip Cream in the shade Dapper. I think this is my favorite shade from the 5 that they recently launched. So yeah, this is the look. I hope you like it. Let's zoom out and finish this up. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun this morning. I think this came out really well. I feel like this also like kind of captures the energy of all 3 palettes really well. I'm really into it, so hope you enjoyed it as well. More palette bingos are upon us. I have so many things like to film with and things that are on their way to me to film with, but at some point, hopefully before October ends is my goal. I do plan on doing a palette bingo trio with the 3 spooky palettes between Gourmet Girls and Doodles by the Bunny, and I also plan on doing a triple palette bingo with the 3 spooky Bella Beauty Bar palettes. So I will work on that as soon as I can. I am literally swamped right now, but it's all good things. So many exciting releases are out right now. I'll get to it when I get to it. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave some like random emojis? Just palette bingo style your emojis and just leave me a slew of them. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. If you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. It's battybean over there as well. Also, feel free to subscribe if you haven't. I'm posting every single day in the month of October. Also, feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.